What if I told you that with this channel, with just the very first 2 Sora shorts, I generated more than 30,000 views, and that in just 2 weeks, I made a decent extra income with this channel, and that it wasn't a coincidence, but a system that I'm going to show you today. I didn't just test it once, I tested it on 5 channels, and by now, it's really been perfected. And with that, a warm welcome to my independent friends, to your top source for generative AI, and to the most insane YouTube hack I've ever seen myself. And at the same time, it's also my own. Let's dive right in. Let's go. So most creators who are trying it right now believe that shorts are just luck. You just post something and eventually it'll blow up. But it's not as much luck as people think. Otherwise, it wouldn't have worked for me 5 times. It's simply a data problem. And this data problem can be easily solved with the right tools, friends. The system is find the outliers that fit your niche, understand the competition, uncover content gaps, and in the end, the prompt or the video itself also has to be good. That's the short version. Now let's just do this step by step, and I'll show you how I solved it for all of us with just one tool. Step 1 is to make a decision. What kind of content do you want to create? Do you want to make something cute like these babies here? Or maybe some slightly adventurous ring door cams? Just pick something. But let's stick with that for now. Let's move on to step 2, identifying trending niches more precisely than ever before. Once you're ready, go to the tool that I personally programmed. As someone who has been developing apps and web applications for over 15 years, I can tell you this is truly a stroke of genius that solves complex problems very simply. Now you just type in your keywords here that fit your niche. Let's say, for example, baby and adorable. Now you narrow down where you want to search. I would go with the USA here because they're always faster than we are. We'll limit the time frame to 24 hours and make sure that only short Soras come up. Now we click on Analyze, and here I get absolute outliers, which basically means these videos are performing above average. Up here, you see a score, in this case, 1,300. With such an outlier, those could be bot views. You can also tell by the likes here. That's why we ignore that, but this one looks good. This one is performing 93 times better than usual, and that one 72 times better. And down here are cute cats. Let's start with the cats. So these are current daily niches that you can serve right away. You can watch the video directly here. Copy the link, and the brilliant thing is you can go straight into creation with AI. Now we click on create, and here we are at step 3, the optimal framework data for your prompt. Here we have the option to create prompts directly, both for Sora in 3 different lengths, W03 as a JSON prompt and classic video prompts. If we go into Sora and choose 12 seconds, we can create a quick prompt. This doesn't cost anything extra, but only the title and tags are used here, and you definitely still need to adjust the prompts yourself. I'm still developing the D prompt at the moment. That's the next feature that's coming. It will be a prompt that analyzes the image directly. The feature isn't available yet, and the whole thing will be in a timeline format. If you want to know what timeline prompts are, I'll link you a video about it here. You've found a niche, you have a good prompt, and now you can start creating. What you definitely should do now is set up a content wall. For example, you've decided on these cute kittens. Now we need to post a lot, friends. So 5 videos spread out over the next 15 to 20 hours. This content wall gets you right into this niche, into these tags. And as you can see, those were the first 5 videos on this topic on the channel, and almost all of them performed very well and continue to perform over time. All of this was achieved with this approach. I've also created my own things or adapted things that go viral to set my own trends and have unique content. That also worked well because I was already in the algorithm. Take a look at this. For example, I adapted this video. I thought it was funny that the tiger lets the other tigers in. Pretty cool, right? And this has just been in the algorithm for 24 hours and is just starting to take off. I've done this several times. For this test, I posted just 1 video every day to see if that's the best approach. Here, the very first video went viral right away because it was the current niche, and every now and then one really takes off. And I'm sure that within the next 2 weeks, one of them will hit 1 million. But in my personal opinion, you should definitely build up a content wall here and post 4 to 5 videos during the first 5 days to achieve the best results. On GeekGG, you have the opportunity to find viral shorts. You can also enter channels directly and analyze them. I'll just take my own channel now and analyze it. And here, the most successful outliers show up, those that have overperformed the most during that period. Then there's the gap search, which I find quite complex, and there's also a Gemini Flash model behind it, because it finds gaps, especially for long-form videos, really well. For example, I enter something like Gemini 3 here, so really a specific keyword, not something general like shorts. Which region should be searched? USA. And what is the target region? Where should the gap market be? That's Germany. The length, I want a long-form video, let's set it like that, and then let's search for gaps. The gap search is perhaps the most powerful feature when you're looking for long-form videos, because if I search for Gemini 3, it shows me outliers that potentially represent a gap in German YouTube. Google Gemini 2.5 Flash analyzes the whole thing and scans YouTube up and down in both languages, then spits something out for you. Here you can then decide whether you want to do something similar or not. Be prepared with this gap search that sometimes there might not be any results. For example, if you enter something general like Sora 2, then both markets are saturated and accordingly, there are 0 gap opportunities. So, friends, the first testers, for example, my mod CryptoBuddy, used it right away and also gave me feedback. Take a look at this. This was the first thing he found with AI Geek GG, and it's his most successful video. Makes sense, right? Just like my mod Tudi, who already got views on his channel with his very first videos that he wouldn't have reached otherwise. And all of this happened in less than 24 hours. Finding gaps, making good videos, they're serving a content wall. None of this is a coincidence. I've done this 5 times and all the channels are currently generating money. I want our community to milk this Sora cow for as long as possible, friends. We should be the front runners and be able to spot and jump on every trend first. You know me, of course, you can use AI Geek for free. You get a quota to test it, and when you log in, you'll see your user ID here. Copy that for me into the comments. Nothing can be done with it. It's actually useless for anyone except me. And I'll credit you with another 10 credits so you can keep testing it. Feel free to post your test reports in the community Discord, and if you like it, you have the option to buy credits starting at €5 here, or choose a monthly package for 10, 25, or 75 euros. With the Pro package, you unlock additional features like the prompt library, so everything you've prompted so far will be saved as well as the gap analysis. With the yearly plan, you save 25% on the packages. Just click on the link in the first pinned comment to get your first credits for testing. I hope you all like the tool. If you want to know even more, like when to post, whether you need a title and description, there will be a free training session about the tool and the process this Sunday in the community Discord. Have your user ID ready because that's your free ticket to join. Friends, going viral is no coincidence. I've done it 5 times and it got better every time. Let's be the pioneer community for viral shorts. Let's keep milking the machine as long as it's there. We should play the game that's being served to us, and that's the current YouTube game. If you don't want to miss any spectacular AI updates, feel free to subscribe now. And if you enjoyed the video, please support me with a like. See you next time. Yours, Seldo.